And now the transaction has already been mined. Now we can see on the Explorer, you can check the block that's been mined for a transaction here, and we should have 0.1 ETH in our dev wallet here right now. So yes, we do have 0.1 ETH that we can play around with. This is fake money. Hello and welcome to my channel again. Today I'll be showing you guys how to request testnet Ethereum for the Rinkeby test network. So if you don't know what Rinkeby test network is, it's basically a network where if you're trying to build an application, a decentralized application, you try to build there because you don't want to go ahead and build in a production environment, which is the mainnet. So you can build it in the test environment first and test your app, make sure that it works to the specifications that you want. And then once it's all good and done, then you push it to the main network where people can interact and exchange money or do whatever they got to do with their tokens, right? But before you do that, you have to make sure that it's good and ready to go. And how do you actually test that? You need some fake money, right? So I'll show you guys how to get the free Ethereum ethers, just kind of like free fake money that you can use to play around with your app and test it out. So in this case, we'll be getting money for the Rinkeby test network. And my assumption here is that you already have a MetaMask wallet, and if you don't, then I'll provide a link in my description here that you can go and check out my video that I already made about how to create a MetaMask wallet. And once you do that, come back to the video and continue with the rest of the tutorial that I'm about to go through here. So let's do it. So what we need to do first is go ahead to our MetaMask wallet, which should be here on our extensions. And once you're there, what you need to do is, since it's already in Ethereum mainnet, you need to switch it to Rinkeby test network, and it should have 0 ETH because we haven't transacted anything at this point. And what you need to do after that is connect it to the Chainlink website, which is where you need to get, well, there's so many other places where you can get free Rinkeby ETH. Just so you know, there's something like Rinkeby Faucet somewhere, I forgot what the name is, but it's Rinkeby Faucet. But basically, let me just look it up. But that one, I found that one to have a little problems. So sometimes it doesn't really give you ETH that you need. So this is it. So what you would typically do on this one is you make a tweet and you click on this, you make a tweet with your wallet that you want to fund. So here, or in this zeros here, we would replace with the wallet and then make a tweet about it. And then once we do that, we would have to copy, let's just do it for the sake of it, right? So we would do that and then tweet it. And once we've sent out our tweet, we would go to our tweet and copy the link to the tweet right there. You would just come here to the share and get it. And then from here, we would have to paste it here. And after that, we would choose how many Ethereum do we want to get. So in this case, let's just pick the 3, for example. So it's failed for me in the past, and it's very unpredictable. It's not really stable. So as you can see, all these are the people that have requested. So see right here, the example says insufficient funds for gas, multiply price per value. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on this one. I'm not really authoritative to speak on this one, but that's why for me I navigate or gravitate towards the Chainlink Faucets because it's worked great for me in the recent past, really. So the first thing we have to do is, of course, come up here, switch to Rinkeby. We've already switched to Rinkeby test network, and once we do that, we connect the wallet and connect MetaMask. And it's gonna do the transaction. We pick DevNet, that's the one we want. Connect, that's the wallet I want to connect to this site. And once you do that, it already auto-populates your wallet here. And there's other networks here that you can request free Arbitrum, you can request free Avalanche, BSC tokens, Ethereum Coven for all these test networks. So you can request all this on here. But the one I'm focused today on is Ethereum Rinkeby. But the procedure would probably be very similar to what I'm doing here if you want to request the other ones. But today we are requesting 0.1 test ETH. We cannot request any more than this. This is just default already. And after that, what you need to do is, I am not a robot, so send request, and it's gonna go through this entire process. So we already entered our wallet address. It's already initiating. It's waiting for confirmation. And once that's done, the tokens are going to be transferred to our wallet. And let's just check that one more time. We already, we still have the 0 ETH. Nothing has happened. And this is a transaction hash that's going to be mined for us, and we can track here the mining process. So this is going to be on the etherscan.io. So right now it's still loading because it's still processing it. And now the transaction has already been mined. Now we can see on the Explorer, you can check the block that's been mined for a transaction here, and we should have 0.1 ETH in our dev wallet here right now. So yes, we do have 0.1 ETH that we can play around with. This is fake money, and you can see on your activity here the amount of money that you got. And if you want to go to this Explorer page, what I did is just clicked on it and went on status and clicked on that, and it brought us here to this page. So that's just on the side if you want to check that. You can inspect this further anyway. So the next step for us is, what do we do with this free money? So I want to show you guys an example of how we can use this free money to interact with decentralized applications. In this case, I'll use a decentralized application I built for practice. It's dApp, which is a decentralized autonomous organization. There's a video I made about this, just kind of going over the basics or how it works. It's not really in depth into it, but I'll link it below if you're interested in watching that. We can use the free ETH to interact with this website. Without the free ETH, then it would be really hard to interact. But in this case, it says we need to mint our NFT to become members of this Kenya DAO, for example. So let's make sure that we have the right address, which it is, and we have the correct network, which is the Rinkibi network with the 0.1 ETH that we already mined, or in this case acquired. So let's mint our NFT here for free. Why not, right? So this will take a little bit of a minute to go through the entire process of mining it, so I'll skip forward to the point where it's already been mined. Alright, cool. So we've already minted our NFT, and we should have our NFT. We are members of the DAO now, the decentralized autonomous organization called Kenya DAO, and this is like the token gated website or page for members that are on the NFT for this decentralized autonomous organization. So from here, we actually used a good amount of ETH to mint that NFT. Plus in here we can participate in the DAO by actively voting on proposals. For example, you can just vote here, and we can just verify how much ETH we still have. So we still have 0.1 ETH. We haven't really used anything here. So for example, let's vote and see how much it's going to let us spend here. So here we go. So you can see here transaction is telling us, this is how much gas estimate that we're going to have to pay to vote in this case. So let's just go ahead and confirm the transaction. So we've confirmed it. It's going to go ahead and burn those tokens for us to be able to vote. So cool, here we go. We just voted. And just to confirm our transactions on what we voted and how much we spent on it, you can see the transaction or the block that was mined here for us to vote. So you see it's still loading, but we can come up here to our wallet and verify if we still have 0.1. So now it's 0.09 ETH. So we spent some ETH here. So we delegated some of our vote by spending the tokens here. You can see here is the transaction amount, ETH 0.0. So the gas fee was 1.5 priority. The gas used was 5,000. This is basically, the gas fee here just means how much gas it took. For example, if you put a gas in a car and you need to go to a store, if you put $0.5 worth of gas in an empty car, you probably might not get back home depending on the distance from your house to the store. So in this case, it's the same thing. For you to be able to mine a block on the blockchain, you need a certain amount of money, which is in gas, for you to be able to get that transaction mined into a block. And that amount of fees is paid out to the miners who actually have to use the compute power to be able to mine the block for you. There's so much into that. This is just me going into overview of it. Feel free to dig further into it. So you can also see like the transaction data. Well, it doesn't show that, but there's like an activity log here of the process that he went through. But basically that's how to get some free ETH from faucets on Chainlink. They have free faucets here, and you can come here, connect to your MetaMask wallet for you to be able to get some of this free test ETH, and then go ahead and play around with it on a non-mainnet decentralized application. Maybe you're building a dApp. This is how you would get the free ETH here, and you can spend it however you want. So have fun. Let me know if you have any questions, and happy coding.